Joining us now, former president and CEO of Verizon Wireless, Denny Striegel. Denny, good to have you with us.
Good to be here.
Former Deputy Assistant to President George W. Bush, Brad Blakeman. Brad, great to see you.
Great to see you, Lou.
You've seen a lot in Washington, D.C. Brad, what is your sense of what we're watching, and particularly the Geithner, the little basket of goodies he took to Speaker Boehner today?
Well, look, what comes around goes around, and this president of 2012 is the president of 2009. Remember, he lectured both McCain and Boehner and other leadership, McConnell, in 2009. He said elections have consequences, and basically told them that they would have to be force-fed health care. And, of course, we fought back against health care, the same as we're going to fight back against no spending cuts or no real entitlement reform, which is the root of our economic woes, as opposed to the president not putting a plan on the table and expecting Republicans to do whatever he says. This president doesn't like the art of the deal. He doesn't like working Congress. He much rather campaign, and that's what we see him doing now. He thinks he's going to win the battle on the road, but he's going to win the battle if the battle is to be won on Capitol Hill. You agree, Denny?
Brad is exactly right. The issue that we have, Lou, is we have no leadership in the White House today. This idea of going out talking to union leaders, CEOs, small businesses, grandstanding around the country is getting us nowhere. What we need is someone who can put a deal together and get it through Congress.
Well,
and
he doesn't
exactly
want,
what we're not getting.
Does it occur that to anyone that this president doesn't want a deal? The fact is, nothing he is doing to this point is designed to lead to a successful negotiation. Therefore, I have to say to you, gentlemen, I don't think he's negotiating. I think he's making a declaration.
Isn't that unfortunate? In the business world, he would last a nanosecond.
Yeah, but he's not in the business world. Instead, he's got CEOs parading in there like trained donkeys. I mean, it looks like it just seems like a parade of just absurd possibilities being raised as if this is a negotiation. You don't have a negotiation until people are talking, until the negotiation's framed. Is that right, Brad?
You're absolutely right. And the president has the power to haul people up to the White House. The president has the ability to get in his car, go up to Capitol Hill. He can work the deal if he wants to. And I happen to agree with you, Lou. I think he feels that the political people of the White House has convinced him that the people will blame the Republicans if a deal is not made and we go off the cliff. And the president is willing to fight another day in January when he can talk about spending cuts, if at all, or entitlement reform on his own timetable. The only problem is in the next quarter we have another battle looming, and that is raising the debt ceiling. So the president is putting us in a crisis after crisis.
Let me suggest, and I want to get to what you think on this, Denny. These timetables are off, and they're off by months. The fact is the timetable begins tomorrow and overnight in markets. We're going to start seeing investors reacting in the equity markets, in the debt markets, in the currency markets to what is transpiring. And this is a major, potentially a major disaster.
I don't think people realize how serious this is, because I think what people believe is that there will be a solution of some kind reached. Personally, what I believe we will do is kick the can down the road. We'll make some minimal concessions here between now and year end. And fact of the matter is, we'll be dealing with this again in 6 months, a year, or whatever. In the meantime, the markets will freeze.
Brad Blakeman, Denny Striegel, thank you both for being here.
Thank you, Lou.
Pleasure.